Hello, hello. Realised I just pulled my mic out. But hello, welcome in for another Tabletop Tuesday. Yo, Spooky, hello! My, chat is currently not working right now. It's thinking about it. But hello, welcome in. We are doing another Tabletop Tuesday stream. I am not sure if I can fix my chat right now, so I can't actually see. I'll leave that circling. So this will mean I'll need to put up both of you lovely chats, just to make sure I don't miss everything, because it's not connecting for some reason. Bear with me for, I can't see around my ring light. We need to go to studio. But how are you, Spooky? I can keep an eye on it there, but it's not going to come through together. Oh, okay. Ah, you're at work, though. I hope it's going well. Let me just turn myself down. So I've now got to look at two chats because my restream chat is not working. But it's coming up fine on stream, so on my little window. This is going to be fun. I don't know why it's not working, but there we go. It might connect, it might not connect. I'm not quite sure why it's not working. But if you're the first time off or playing, I'm gonna laugh even at the same server. Oh, well actually I'm doing, I set it to miniatures, right? I set it every time to miniatures or whatever it is, but Twitch will automatically put it that I am playing Fallout 76. Always, right? I change it, I save it because I update like all the hashtags which is saved. But Twitch never ever, right, does that. So I'm not actually playing 76. I'm glad you said that because I'm not playing 76. I change it to whatever I am streaming. So like I did it again like on a weekend where I was like I'm playing Oblivion. But it will come up that I'm playing 76 and I'm like, don't lie to the universe. It's obviously telling me that I need to, clearly, right? I wonder if I can access chat from here. No. Okay, so if I miss chat, oh. Aha! I have solved the issue. I can see it all in one place. Okay, so I don't have to have all of you up. This is fantastic. So bear with me as well, right? Okay. Right, this is it to me. Okay, now I need to pull this over here now because I can't actually see. Just my OBS chat is just not working. If I miss a message, I'm sorry. Just put it in again. It's just my restream chat on OBS is not working. So I'm looking at a really small screen and I saw a message just pop up and now it's disappeared. So I don't understand that. To try a retro game. Twitch hates putting that up. It's so strange, right? Why? I'm glad it used to do that to you as well, Spooky. But I don't understand. So it doesn't matter what I put on. I think it does it like with Minecraft. Whenever I go live, I have to then go and rechange it. And I was like, what is the point?
Skill issue.
It is a skill issue. There we go. There is a delay with chat, so bear with me. And if I make this any bigger, I'm like literally can't read it. That's not what we want to do. So I don't quite know what's going on. Oh, every time I do that, it's going to do that. Okay. I literally have like a window this big that I'm currently looking at to read chat, so let me see if I can work this out. Let's leave that alone, shall we? I want to go back. I've just lost chat again. Okay. Okay, I'm going to leave well alone because I can't pop out chat or anything like this on Restream. Okay, this is going to be an exciting stream then. So if you have just said something, I saw, was it Spooky who just said something, but it has now disappeared completely because I clicked at the same time. Oh well. So yeah, but welcome. I'm hoping the actual one will come back because at least I can easily watch that. But my chat box is literally 2 lines of text that I can see on the restream. This is going to be interesting. Okay. I don't want to do that. Well, we'll see how this goes. We'll see how this goes. So yeah, bear with me again today. So my eye is still feeling, it's a little better, but I'm aware this looks like a little bump on it now. But I think it's just because it's kind of like bruised. There we go, turn that down a bit. Wait, I can only see my chat messages and no one else for some reason. Ah, that could be because you are in Twitch. So I'm restreaming live to Twitch and YouTube. So you're kind of having like a mini conversation with yourself. That could be that. I can see that. Okay, so my YouTube chat's not coming up. Oh, there we go. Only 2 lines. Maybe I should write a really long message. Expect you to see it. Wait, if I switch over here, this is going to be... I don't know why it's thinking about it. Tech issue. I need a skill issue. Right. There we go. Screen looks good. I quickly had to update it because I was like, oh my god. And I still can't get rid of that unless I pay. I can't point to it. That there. Right, as you can see, my paints have increased. I thought, okay, we'll just go for it, shall we? This is when you bombard chat and I'm like, I can't keep up because my restream on OBS. It's just OBS, isn't it? It's not one thing, it's another. So there might be a slight delay coming through. Like, Twitch seems to come through pretty quick. Like, I can see it pop up. But YouTube seems to take a while. So bear with me, chat. Bear with me. I used a program that showed both in chat once. It was a freaking nightmare because I couldn't mod either from there. Oh no! I suppose, yeah, because you've got to be in one or the other. So like, you've got to be in Twitch or you've got to be on YouTube at the same time. I'm presuming that means I can mod from Restream. Let's just click on you. Add to block list. Okay. At least that's something I can do, right? No, I'm not going to do that, Chash. Don't worry, I'm not going to block. I can't get rid of it now. I can reply to your chat on there. I don't know why that is not working. So we're going to carry on. Carry on. But I hope everyone is doing well. So today we are just going to continue on. That's not really painting, is it? These do need a good go. We are continuing with my Necrons. Again, probably be like a short stream. I know I started a little bit late today. But your girl's quite busy tomorrow. Right, where should we start? I don't know. I thought about, I've got my little Necrons that we did last week, which are here. I haven't put the eyes on them all yet, so this is what we did last. The camera is back to front as well. And it's probably not going to focus. I was going to do the guns, but then I just thought, I have got this, which is a reanimator. So I'm quite tempted to start painting this funky dude. Thing. More like. So I've got all my funky greens there. This is a bit of the Doomsday Arc. Yo, Rosie Dave, welcome in. How are you getting on? Good, thanks. How are you? We're having a little bit of a stream issue right now. My OBS restream chat is not working, so I'm looking. Well, actually, I can go online, but I can only see a couple of messages at a time. So treat me like I'm old. It takes a while. How are you doing? How are you doing, Rosie? Now I got to decide, like, kind of like what colour. Okay, we might need to turn this up a little bit. Isn't it really hot today? Or it might depend on whereabouts you are. Maybe where you are, Rosie, it might not be so hot. But today, like my living room this evening is reading 25 degrees. I'm saying that I have just put my fallout blanket over me. Over my legs because I got a little playsuit on. And I thought, I'm sitting down. It's going to get cold. So I was going to quickly put in a picture of the reanimator at the top. But because I was running late as it was, you got a lovely picture of Necrons at the top. Oh, turn right to it. So the reanimator, you can probably vaguely see if you don't know what a reanimator is. I can't get it in view. Okay, it's going to be really dark. I could just go under. There we go, there's a reanimator. So it does exactly what it says on the tin. It can help to reanimate your models back, which is pretty damn cool. You'll be seeing all the pixels on the screen. Your specs, I know. They're just... Oh, they're coming up with all like the camera and the lights and stuff. I'm going to hope you too. It's racing here now. Away to play football now. Oh wow, thankfully the sun is going down now and there's a breeze. Oh my god. You'd have to do it this time of night, wouldn't you? Because that'd be so hot. Literally, they're saying these are the strongest ones and they made my eyes look really buggy. I can't read chat. I can work out roughly where chat is, but it's really blurry. So if I'm like looking straight ahead, okay, I'll use my finger. It's back here. Yeah, I can now see the lines on my finger. There is blurry. That's how close it has to be to my eyes in these strong. These are my strongest. I like them because comical. So I hope you have a good time playing football. Gosh, yeah, I hope it's cooled down a bit. It feels like it's a really hot and sweaty. You know when you kind of like it's this hot already, and it's been so crap. Well, not crap, cold. I mean, we've had like rain for one afternoon since. Did we have like the driest? I know where you are, it'll be a bit different, but I swear I've just had like the driest. Was it March or April? You look really cool, I promise. You look, I look like a cool kid. I did see there's a new place, a Warhammer place that's opened up, and you can go on a Saturday, the end of the month, to go and learn how to paint. And I'm like, I should just rock up in these bad boys. It has a light on. Even comes with light, and there's 2 settings. Look at that. And you can use them as a headband, but I figured just like ordinary glasses because they're gonna stay on anyway without the headset. If I take the headset off and you lean forward, it's quite a lot. Like in the reviews of these, they will come down, they will come off your face. So I was like, well, I'm in a headset anyway. Search if you're on YouTube and first video, there's a different channel showing you winning cosplay masquerading your fault suit. Oh no way. Yes, that is good. That's a good one to come into. Start playing football to get a bit fit and slowly get back into it. Oh, I'm glad you joined it. I've really started like doing a little bit more like fitness. I know, old school here, like a fitness DVD. I think I haven't watched it or played it in for like a long time. I'm probably talking definitely not this year, maybe last year if not. But I'm like doing it. I'm not even watching the screen because it's just so muscle memory. Because I used to do it like every day, but because I do yoga almost every day. I think almost every day. And then tonight I've had a break and I went on my yoga wheel. So I'm trying to like different fitness stuff. And you see, like trying to get my arms up. But I had an interesting like treatment on my hand yesterday. So I'm a bit like sore. It makes no sense that. But yeah, so if I suddenly like go, that's why. I should just rock up and be like, hey, teach me to paint, or should I teach you how to paint? Because these are like, I love them. I love them. They are really handy. Apart from you do kind of have to like, I can look under, or I have to side eye the chat. For some reason, it was easier to go to the gym when I didn't enjoy it. Also, I suppose if you go to the gym and you're saying you're not enjoying it, maybe it's that if I go now, I don't have to go later kind of thing. Really, like, then you know you've done it. I have never been to the gym. I suppose that's a lie. The only time I have ever been to the gym was like at my school in sixth form. They made you do PE / we called it games. It's PE, right? It's PE. It was compulsory. You had to do it. It was like for the afternoon. What was it, like 3 hours? I used to love it. So it was me and my 2 girl best mates, because you would do boys and girls. So I went to like different, usually at schools, right, you mix, because that's what I was used to. So when I changed school and they were like, boys go off and do boys sports, girls go off and do girls sports. And I was like, this is really weird. I was like, okay, right, fair enough. And then, so it was just me and us girls. And then, so they would have like, you know, make you do tennis. So like in the tennis court, we would literally be us three up the ends. And the teacher would just look at us and be like, okay, girls. And they gave up on us. They were like, they knew there was no hope. They knew there was no hope in teaching us any sport. Apart from like things like hockey, you kind of had no choice. And then like what they used to do when it's more indoorsy, they would make you do like, you know, indoor football, indoor hockey. There was like most of the time the Chinese, because I also had like a lot of like Chinese people at the school, they would go on do like table tennis, and oh my goodness, that is an amazing skill to watch some Chinese people play table tennis. And I don't mean that in a racist way, I just mean skills are unbelievable, right? And then so we got to a point where just like they had a gym, a little gym, and I think we actually had a session in it, and then we just kept on it, and the teachers couldn't care less. They could be teaching like other kids how to play football, and then they would just let us go in the gym, because I was a good girl, so they could trust that we would actually do stuff in the gym, and we just basically not messed about. Did I get muscly in the 3 hours every week? No, but we went just to show up, you know. That's probably the only time at school I've actually been to a gym. Yeah. Teach me, and I'll let you borrow my water glasses, big man. Exactly, I'll be like, you know, I teach you, but can you get the fine detail like me? I was just sexist. Yeah, it's really weird, weren't it? Like, I was so used to, I was like, in my previous school, you would be mixed, but this one was like, boys would go off and do rugby, girls would go off and do hockey. Then it was like once a year we could co-ed, and we'd mainly do rounders. I don't remember playing hockey against the boys. Maybe football. Tennis we did about once a year. So weird. I mean, I am not sporty in the slightest. And I put the girls against the boys. Football ones, all the popular boys on one side, the girls, and me on the other. You were head of the girls' team. We beat him, and they're fragile. You couldn't take it. That is fantastic. That is brilliant. Oh, just like, yeah. This is how this goes. I have no idea how I'm going to paint my reanimator. I'm just realising. I know what I want to paint. Should we just start with how I know I want to paint it? That made no sense either, but I knew in my brain. Oh my goodness. I bet you were just like, hell yeah. Oh, and there was also like squash courts, where very rarely you could go in because they would actually... There's only like 2 or 3. So we occasionally would go to squash, but obviously squash isn't really like a 3-player room. So, we tried, because we were allowed, but I was never sporty. I did try. I used to like hockey more, because you could absolutely whack the ball. And badminton. Did we ever play badminton with Vincent boys? I actually don't remember. I mean, to be fair, we are talking... We're talking quite a while ago, I suppose you could say. Let me turn this way. So we're allowed to like piss about. It was really weird for me as well, because I was just like, well, at my other school, before I changed schools, it's like you didn't do sport in 6th form. So I was like, what is this madness? Why are you making me do sport? By the way, the girls were classed it and not taking the credit for it all, but they weren't picked because they are girls. Oh, well, that's good. At least they enjoyed it. I mean, I must admit, there was like, even though we were split boys and girls, there were some boys who you just like no hope in sport. You know, I'd rather have sat up like in the art room and spent my 3 hours on actual, not assignments. stuff to actually help me get my A-levels. Hello, yo, welcome in, Twinkle Toes. I love that name, Twinkle Toes. How are you, Twinkle Toes? I am good, thank you. How are you? And the lassie loved it. It felt like a cup win. That is fantastic. Don't you hate it? Like, even at school, you got like, I remember like at middle school, there was this, I suppose, a group of sisters, and their mum was a PE teacher. And whenever you had like awards, and you go, oh, sport captain is, and you'll sit there going, bear, bear, bear. You know, saying their name. I'm not going to say who they are. Oh yeah, the PE teacher's daughter's got it. Oh, the PE teacher's daughter's won this. Oh, the PE teacher's daughter got this. I mean, to be fair, if you're a PE teacher's daughter or child, you probably got to do good at sport, right? Fantastic though, because she was in my, you know, in how we have coloured like houses that you all split off into in like teams. It's nice when they're on your team in your cat house. So she won all the sports. So we've got all the points. End of the year, you know. Then like a bit like Harry Potter, you know. Literally the same colours as well. Away, thanks. Away to get warmed up. But have a great stream. Oh, enjoy your football, and I hope you didn't get too hot and sweaty. But that's fantastic. Enjoy it. Thanks for popping in. Oh, so good. I'm glad, Twinkle Toes. Oh, sorry. One of the lads on the boys' team was the PE teachers. Really? Oh, they can be, can't they? God's gift to the earth. But then at the same time, if they're like getting you points, I don't mind being a really bad player. You know, one of them. Am I an artist? I'll try. I'm learning. I'm literally learning as I go, painting miniatures. I look like it though, right? See, it looks like I know what I'm doing. I did do art at A level. If you don't know what A level are, depending on where you're from, so A levels are the last 2 years. Well, how old are you at A level? Like, you finish GCSEs and you go to A levels. So it's kind of like sixth form kind of thing. Thank you so much for the follow. Here's a wee prick. They generally can be quite really ego with it, right? Busty Stones for slapping me. Good on you. I bet he wouldn't play rugby. You know. Oh, thank you so much. So scary. That's A levels. Oh, I was for my A levels. Right, I was a little bit like with my school. So I, for my AS, which was before A level, I tried to do science. I tried to do biology, but I can't even bloody say the thing. Biology, chemistry, history. Oh fuck no, why I did history? Because I really wanted to be, I wanted to be a nurse in the army, specifically in the army, and I actually went to Sandhurst as a trial like a couple of days. I remember then they sit you down, I was the youngest, and they sit you down, they interview you there, and they're like, oh, what's your birthday? And I said, 60th October, you know, 91. And they go, yeah, and I'm sat there like, mm-hmm. And then the person just sat there and just went, today is your birthday. I was like, uh-huh. And they went, you're spending your 18th birthday here. I was like, uh-huh. They were like so gobsmacked. It's the first time I had ever done a bleep test in my entire life. I've never done a bleep test before. Didn't last very long. But then I somehow failed my chemistry. Was just no, but I failed like, what did he say? The chemistry teacher was just like, I passed all the because he had foundation or advanced. I passed the advanced questions, but I failed all the foundation questions. And he's like, how the hell have you managed that? I was like, I don't know. I mean, maths is not my forte, so chemistry was like a really stupid idea. But because I was acing it in A level, so the complete jump, I mean, and what we were being taught was a whole new, what do they call it? Not repertoire. So it was all new. I don't think anyone did very good, shall we say. And I failed biology. And again, I was just acing that. Like, in GCSE, and they were like, yep, hands down, you're going to do science. And then I also did English as well. And I remember like the head of sixth form was like, we don't really know what to do. And the art teacher, I think I was in the art room one day with my best mate who was doing art, and the art teacher was like, why aren't you doing art? Because she was like, you're really good at it, but I'm really surprised you're not doing art for A-level. So I was the first student to do 2 years in one. I didn't get any recognition for it whatsoever. So I did AS and A2, I believe it is, to get your A-level, in 1 year. I lived in that bloody art room. I tell you, every day. I did English, history and art. And I lived in that art room. Which was quite nice. Where are you from? I'm sorry, yeah, I am from the UK. Now we're talking about like schools and stuff. Whereabouts are you from? You say you don't have to say a place, or you can be like Earth. Yeah, so that was my claim to fame. Is that I was the first student ever at that school to do 2 years in one, and I aced it. I can't remember what the equivalent is, but I got A's, A star. A's, well, I don't know what it is now, it's a bunch of numbers now. Like when you talk to people, they're like, yeah, my child got like a level 3, and I'm like, is that 3, is that good, is that bad, is that, I don't know what that means. I don't know, I don't have a clue. Just go, yeah. I'm from Texas, well welcome in from Texas. Do you like art, do you like miniatures? So this is so different to what I usually do. So I am known as a Fallout content creator. I say content creator. I'm known first as a Fallout cosplayer and now like a content creator as well, but I just haven't had the time to do much content as of late, and I'm really falling behind. But I've recently started doing Tabletop Tuesdays, because this is like the only time I get to sit down and paint or play. I almost played Dawn of War today, but I was like, you know what, it's too hot to function, so I am painting my lovely Necrons again today. So I stream now on Tuesdays doing Tabletop Tuesdays, and I do Fallout Fridays and Sunday Fun Days, or Fun Day Sundays, because I like the way how Tabletop Tuesday, Fallout Friday, Fun Day Sundays, you know. OCD there. I don't know what you call it. Yeah. So on a Sunday, anything goes. Could be doing anything. Could be absolutely doing anything. See, I'm brain why different. I got D's in high school, then studied quantum mechanics for fun. The system doesn't work for me. That's pretty good. You showed them. That is quite. I was just like, maths is not my. I actually had to study extra, so when I changed school for like GCSE, I was in the school I was in before. There was like loads of classes, so it was like, I wouldn't say I was in the middle set. I think I was like middle one down. So yeah, something like that, I think. So I don't really understand how or why the new school decided, in all their infinite wisdom, to put me in it was either foundation or standard. So there was a lot more people in the standard set. I don't understand this, because even when we had mock tests, I was getting E's and failing on my maths. And I was like, oh, and I remember saying to like the maths teacher, like, I don't understand why they've put me in this at all. Should I just not move to a foundation? And like he did say, the teacher was just like, if you do that, then you are literally, you can't get any higher. And I was just like, I don't care as long as I get a C. You know? I was like, to be fair, at the end of the day, all you need is a C. In most things, right? Actually doing 1 year. Thank you! I know they didn't. I didn't even like because at the end of the year, you know, they give out like school awards which don't mean anything, and like all like my friends were like, "Oh my god, you're so gonna get one for being the first student to do 2 years in one." No, you know who the art award went to? It went to someone. I mean, her art was really good, but it was like I literally am your first student, and I did it, and I got really high. If I got like I don't know, low, not D isn't bad because it's still a bloody pass at the end of the day. But you know what I mean? It was a bit like, oh, okay then. But I'm like, oh, well, it doesn't really bother me because at the end of the day, who asks? You know, it's like I've got a degree. I mean, I've got a lot of letters after my name actually in real life. But no one ever asked. I was always told no one will ever ask what your degree is and what you got. And if they ask what your degree is, they will never ask what you got because no one actually cares. Obviously, unless you're applying for a job, right? Well, actually, even my degree, they won't. I've never been asked what did I get, and that is carried with me. So it's like people, you know, you see poor kids and they stress that, or like I've got a friend who's a teacher. And they said the pressure from the parents on kids, they've got to get a good grade. And you're like she says, as long as it's a pass. You know. Unless they desperately need it for like UCAS points or they want to apply to a very specific job. But I mean in England, as long as you've got, what do they say, at least a C in English and Maths. I mean, but how are they going to prove it well, actually, they could probably prove it if you can't do simple stuff. But they never ask to see, like, a certificate, do they? That's a thing. You are artist or learner? I am... this is my... I'm halfway through painting my Daughters of Cain. And I'm... kind of just started doing my Necrons. Promise my streamer does Tuesday and Friday so mod, but I ditched him today to watch this. Oh, no worries. You don't have to. I don't mind. Because that's the thing. I know I've kind of like complicated it for everyone. They'll be like, hang on, she's on again. What is this madness? I just enjoy it because it's like branching out to different people. As I said, there's so much more I want to do with everything and everyone, but it's just nice to me just to be able to sit and go, I could sit down and paint now. Bragging time was going to college 1 day a week in high school and they screwed up, so we had to do 6 months of work in three Wednesdays. Still NVQ level 1, but still. Oh my god, that's terrible. At least you managed to survive, right? At least you managed to survive. Just, right? Just. That's awful. I was actually asked yesterday, in fact, is there anything, would I do any other courses? As in, like, I don't say what I do, apart from, like, I know it's like most of you know, I do, like, yoga. I don't actually say, that's like this amount of what I actually do. It's part of, but I do a lot of other things. And I spent, so not only did I go to school, but then I did an extra 10 years studying in everything that I do. And I was just like, no. I said I spent 10 years getting qualified and where I'm at. I know like some people say, oh, you should go and learn this, you should go and do this, and I'm like, well, number one, it's money. Like, I saw an email, for example, today that's something to do with like yoga, so I do teach yoga. I'm not private about that, but I'm private about what else I do. And I thought, this could be interesting on topic of talking about such things with someone yesterday. I was like, let me just say, you know when they hide the price in the email so you have to click through? I was like, it was like 350 quid. And I was just like, for what? It was literally like 2 hours for a month. I was like, oh my god, I don't need to know what they're teaching. I'm not gonna really enforce what they're teaching, if you know what I mean. I'm not gonna use it. But that's the thing. It's just like, it's so sweet that other people are going, oh, you should really do this, and that'll be fantastic. You'll be great at it. And I'm like, yeah, but you've also got to fund that and get your money back, if you know what I mean. Let's watch a beautiful woman paint cool figures or stare at his chat for 4 hours while he wanders without talking. Not really a contest. Oh, thank you. Is this one doing 76? I'm so glad you said, because yeah, just Twitch doesn't compute that. I might not be playing 76 for a change, you know what I mean? You are too kind. I'm trying to keep this in view, but then... Yeah, we've got a lot of school rent, so yeah, so like... Also, and plus, I generally don't have time to go and learn anything else. Maybe for like a hobby, but not anything serious. So I've barely got time to keep up with all of this even as well, you know what I mean? It's like, I would love to make a new cosplay, but I just haven't got the time to put in to make one, and it's nice just to have that mental break from it, because it is so stressful. And it is expensive as well, just to keep like making cosplays. I mean, you can cheat like most people do, and they go, but like they pay someone to make them for them. The best bit is when then they claim it, that they made it, and you're like, you didn't. You know, we can tell. And there is no wrong in that if you go and buy a cosplay. I'm not dissing that at all, because trust me, that is 10 times easier, and then you know it is going to be just as you want, you know. And it's going to look incredible. There's nothing wrong with that at all. I love seeing all types of cosplays, you know. Bought, paid someone to make it. I just think it's all incredible to me. I think this is going to be really quite simple to paint. I'm liking the idea of keeping it really kind of simple, but we're sticking to the same like colour scheme. They're all going to be like fairly kind of dark. Dark kind of looking, this armor colour. See, this was technically second hand, so this was already made. And I'm like, yep, this is why this is going to be really simple to paint, because you probably can't quite see because it's not going to focus. But you've got a lot of... It goes under there. So that's going to be really fun to try and paint. So as I just had it and I just spray painted it black. Yeah, he's still neglecting for Smoke Go save the Commonwealth. Is he doing a me and just wandering around, not really doing anything, just collecting a lot of junk? I love how Twitch is like, you're playing 76. I'm like, I'm not playing 76, but you're playing 76. I love that. So people are going, oh god, she's live again playing 76. It's like, no, I'm doing something else. Can't remember where I saw it, but I've seen a Space Marine someone painted to pink, painting the apron at while turning the flag into a mop. I love it how you can literally do that and like make your own colour schemes. I think my friend, that sounds really similar to something my friend sent me, like a pink frilly apron on the front. I love the freedom of it. I have got a Space Marine I was given in the Warhammer shop because I said, hello, I am a Fallout content creator, and they were like, turn this into a power armor. Dice Ghost! Ooh, I like the name. Hey, I miss playing Warhammer. Lead Bletch and Agrax Earthshade for the win. I think, haven't I got that somewhere? I've got the Lead Belcher, I mean Agrax. Have I not got that? To be fair, someone asked me, I've got a friend who is painting. I think that is the colour that they said, but actually, I said, yeah, I've got that. No, I haven't. This is the one I've got. I like this. It's kind of like a dirty, mossy colour. I've got quite a little selection here. Shading is the way to go, isn't it? And I've decided I am definitely good. How I'm going to do my Necron bases is with something kind of simple. I just really want a nice simple, because my Daughters of Cain are not simple to paint. But I'm going to go for the this is now separate again. Like a really light, vibrant green. I might layer it up like I have done. So put that and layer it, and then put the black crackle paint on top. But I need to get, but I haven't been anywhere to get it. He cleaned the floor with his enemies. With the mop. With the mop. Because that's the thing. It was like, oh, I could turn these into like Fallout-esque. And it's so amazing. Like I've seen like some people or someone what do they do? They cut a Necron in half and then made it look like, how do you describe it? Like a portal beside it, so it's all like a glitchy, you know, pixel glitch kind of thing. That kind of thing. It looked really cool. I do like the black underneath because it looks like it's rusty. Spray lead, Vulture primer, wash of Agrex Earthshade, and table ready Necrons. Could add a dry brush or light and metal Wyvern Fang Silver to highlight. I've heard. Yeah, where's my little Necron? They're so easy. Well, how did I do this? I used the. No. This is kind of right. This is a second-hand one. This is one of my. That's not going to focus. To me, that's not focusing, but I think it is. So this is second-hand, and it is a kind of just all over, base included, one silver colour. There's a Necron. No, you're not Necron. I can't quite see. That's what's my problem. That's got my gun in front. So all I did was spray paint black, and then I put a rune. Why is it already rune on top? And I washed it with the whatever the mossy green thing is. The most easiest thing. But I've been told you can I could dry brush some like gold or something, or just say like silver, just to highlight it. Oh, I got. Oh, I just can never remember. I think these are all my paints. They're not really. I need to talk to Watts and be like, can you make me a citadel holder or something? That's definitely, I think. Yes, it is a death mark. You got me questioning it. I'm questioning myself now. Because they can drop in at any point as well. So you can, I'm sure that's the one that you can save. I'm really new to all of this, so that's why I can't ever get the names right and things. So I'm like really new, so this is why I'm only now painting. Saying that, like, I've been doing Warhammer for 2 years, but that's not daily. I still don't remember things, so I struggle like retaining information. That's my excuse as well, but it's quite legit though, so I'm always told learn your rules, and you're like, I could literally be playing it, and I still can't remember how far like Necrons and that move, or their stats and so, like the Necron Warriors, I mean. That's what I mean by I cannot retain information. Oh, I've just looked at it, but I can't remember it. Any bolt action models? I have only literally painted a couple, no, a couple of, I could say a couple. My Daughters of Cain, the bow snakes and the stabby ladies, as I like to call them. They have little nicknames. And I have done all of my, I was really gutted like the other day, my,
Thanks for the raid.
Yo, Scales coming in there. Thank you so much for the raid. Hang on, I will come back. I will come back to you. How are you doing? How are you, my friend? Right. Give me a minute. My chat is not overly working, so I might have to bear with. Thank you so much for the raid. How are you doing? Thank you so much. I don't think I can shout. I can shout you on Twitch. Yo, thank you so much for the follow. The 20th times. I can do it here, I think. Oh. There we go. Let me go back to restream. I can see chat. I can see chat. Welcome in everyone. Oh, thank you so much for the follows. Thank you, Mr. UTS, Mr. Utz, Mr. Utz. Can I say that? It's Scales Raid. Thank you so much for coming in. Welcome. Should I have my actual? I can't really see if I'm looking. If you can see my lovely eyes. Thank you so much for coming in. Oh my days. Oh, thank you. I know I've been really bad trying to keep up. It's been so busy. I'm only now sort of trying to drop back into other people's streams as well. But how is it? How is it going? How are you? Welcome in everyone. I am the Vault Girl. How are you? It's Mr. Oots. Like Oots. There we go. Oots, I did it again. Played with a heart. I got lost in the game. Oots. With Oots, I love that. Thank you. Thank you so much for the follow and the raid. Oh my god, as well. That was like 21, did I see? Is it popped up? That's incredible. Thank you so much. Yes, I am the... Oh, my music has decided to stop. I am the Vault Girl. Okay. My music has decided to stop completely. Okay, we'll let it think about it. Sound... is just having a glitch. It's just, yeah. Okay. I am the Vault Girl. So I am generally a Fallout cosplayer, content creator as well. But I've now started to do Tabletop Tuesdays and Sunday. So anything goes. So Tabletop Tuesday is we are painting. I know it's upside down. Necrons! But thank you so much. So that's how me and Scales met, is through the love of Fallout. So I am a Fallout 4 person. All my cosplays are based on Fallout 4. So I've just done if you are a Fallout fan, I have got two different... I started off as a Vault Girl doing my Vault suit in lockdown. I then won regionals competition. I will shout this out because it's amazing. I then went to London finals last year, and I redid the Vault suit because of personal reasons, and I wanted to do it again. I wanted to make it again. I didn't get placement, but the following regionals, I made a Nucatron, which is a robot vending machine. I won regionals again for the second year running, which doesn't happen, and I went to London finals and I made myself a power armor. Nuka-Cola power armor! And I've also got Nuka-Gal as well. But that is me, so I'm starting to do Tabletop Tuesdays. I will be bringing in at some point Fallout Factions, the Nuka World game, because I went to the Mephidius launch. I was invited there as well, and I've still got the box set, but I'm not... Personal life, I'm still waiting to have a proper setup, and then we'll stream playing that as well. But that's me. So now this is literally only like, what, a month now in doing Tabletop Tuesdays? Or if it's painting or building, or might be playing tabletop kind of games, whether it's like Warhammer games, like I almost did like Dawn of War tonight, or we're painting or whatever. So that's me, kind of like I'm now branching out so to do like other things, just so then it's not the same. So I'm getting like lots of people from different sort of aspects. Oots, don't age there, and lots of mine. You're licensed for that? For that? You've got a license? Return night. It was an epic show, so I thought I'd share the love. Thank you. Oh, I really appreciate it. It's so lovely to like see you all. Thank you for coming. So you can call me new followers. Thank you so much. I haven't set it up yet, but I have got a goal. My goal is, I don't really like having goals on stream, but to get 1,000 followers by the end of the year. We are now on 675. I mean, we're basically in May. This may happen. It may happen. But thank you so much. So, as I say, I'm usually a Fallout. I am known as a Fallout person. I'm in the Fallout communities, but I'm branching out to do other things just to be more varied. And also because this is at a time I can sit down and actually paint. Or do other games. Like on Sunday, I managed to play the Oblivion Remastered. I haven't played out in full yet. I have it. I have downloaded it. I am now able to play Xbox games again. Now my laptop has been fixed. I'll turn this up a bit so I can actually see. But I still haven't played it yet. I was too excited to try and run Oblivion. I was debating to play that. But sometimes I just feel too, like, tired or whatever. So I feel like, oh, not doing a new game. But I do want to play it out full. I have it. It's downloaded. Hey, thank you for giving my Discord a shout out. So feel free to come in. That's where I'm more likely, or my Instagram story as well, where I'm likely to update when I'm going live. Because I always say I go live from 8 o'clock UK time, but work and other things probably means like tonight I started what, 20 past 8? Roughly. Roughly 8. I'll appear. I've been out for a year and you've only just introduced me to this awesomeness. Wow, dude. Oh, well, thank you. Our streams are never overlapped in years, so literally, so I started streaming Fridays and Sundays, and then twice on a Sunday, and then I've had to take a massive break due to personal things, and I've sort of just come back with it. So I started doing like just a Sunday stream, and then it was just like the start of April I went, you know what, let's just hit it. And so now I've started to come back on, I've now got Fridays again and Tuesdays, which is a whole new thing. A whole new thing. I'm enjoying it as well, which is quite nice. Oh no, did you have an ad? That sounded quite posh, didn't it? Oh no. Do you have an ad? I'm surprised. I have ads? That's, I suppose, yeah. I suppose everyone does. I hate that when you go in and you miss a section. Is there anything you want me to catch up on? What part did you just, what part did you miss? I have a sub. Thank you so much for the sub. I don't know where that was. My stream is not working. Thank you. I need to click on here. Thank you so much for the sub. I said I am struggling a little bit tonight because my OBS is not talking to my restream chat, so I have to keep sort of looking up basically all the time. I can access my restream on the website, which I am doing, but I can't really see what I'm doing. Let me just come down. Okay, now we're on there. Let me just come back here, so bear with. Thank you! Thank you so much for the sub! That was posh, I say. Ding dong. I'm saying posh. The posh just come out. I'll drop like the other typical like brick sound. Okay. Oh no. We missed one. Oh, thank you, Jed. No more ads. Thank you. I have got some more emojis. That's the wrong thing. I don't know why it still tell me. It still had the alert on that. I was like, what is going on here? The postcode lorry. It's only 30 seconds. Postcode lorry. Ah. Oh, I love postcode lorry. My mum won once. I was like, oh my god, no way. She was like, guess what I won? I was like, 100 quid. She was like, no. She won a jigsaw puzzle. A jigsaw puzzle on the postcode lottery. I was like, okay. She sold it. She sold the puzzle on eBay. Oh my god, thank you so much. I'm glad you're all keeping well. I am really crazy. I stick to the name, but welcome in new people. So feel free to call me Crazy, I say it's the only time you're probably allowed to call someone crazy. I mean, to be fair, I mean, if it's going to pick up right because of the light, my eyes go really buggy. These are the strongest lenses. And they're probably not going to show properly because of the light, to be fair. Oh, my glass going to do anything. Or you could call me Angel, you can call me MCR, I really don't mind. But yeah, so I'm just trying to like branch out and do different things. I said I am a Fallout snooker cola. If you love Fallout, welcome. If you like anything else, to say Sunday, I will literally do anything. So I played Oblivion and it managed to run. Could be anything. I could do Atomfall. I might be back to playing Fallout. I might be doing other things. I kind of just leave it up to whatever I fancy at the time. So yeah, so I'm literally trying to branch out and do 3. Someone's knocking on the door. Someone's ringing the bell. Or for a jigsaw puzzle. Jigsaw. He'd throw it back. I know, right? It's just like... They don't advertise that on the telly, that you might win a jigsaw. But at least she managed to sell it, right? I was like, what the hell? You kind of feel like complaining because you just think... And you never... Is it me? Has anyone in your postcode won on the postcode lottery? I've never heard of anyone in my postcode. Even like... half of my postcode, if you know what I mean, because obviously like one side of town can have a completely, well, one road can have a completely different postcode to the other. Never ever, to be fair, you never hit anyone with the lottery though, do you? Jeez, lotteries, and medal lotteries are impossible to win. At least you can make some money from the jigsaw, right? My mate won a signed picture of Jeff. What is this Jeff? Somebody who actually does the postcode lottery? Is this one of these like famous people who do the postcode lottery? There we go. If I sit like that, you can see my lovely bug eyes. What are you meant to do with a signed photo of them? It's just being like, you'd be like, oh my god, I won! Oh, this will be so life changing. I can now pay off the mortgage. Or I can now do this. No, you've won a jigsaw puzzle or a signed photo. You'll be like, okay, that's not even going to pay for a takeaway. I'm happy to be called crazy. Ain't no sheep. Same. You can call me crazy. That's perfect. I know some people don't. I've like come across some people and they're like, I don't want to call you crazy. I'm like, that's fine. That's fine. I've said, sure, you can. And I won't know if people mean it in a nasty way or not because it's crazy. What's MCR stand for? So MCR, it's not Manchester. It's actually, my tag is actually really old from when I was like at school. And I've just kept it because I was like, I really like it. So the MCR stands for My Chemical Romance. Because I was one of them kids, right? I've never got to see him in concert, but I did see his wife, Lindsay, in concert numerous times. I say numerous. 2, 3... I have a feeling it was more like 3 or 4 times in Minor Self-Indulgence. But you don't know who they are. They're also quite like an emo-y band. And I wouldn't listen to them around if you've got sensitive ears, if you know what I mean. I saw them a couple of times, and the Crazy Angel, which nobody knows, they just think it's not just me going, oh, I'm crazy, and an angel. It's actually my favourite song by another band called Kill Hannah. And I had a sticker on my art box. We're coming back to the school. We've had a lot of school stories. I had a sticker on my art box because I did art at school. It says Kill Hannah, and I remember one day one of the girls who was above me called Hannah, and she was like, that's really like, you shouldn't have that on your box. I was like, it's a band and I've seen them. So yeah, not many people actually know that, so you've heard that here, that's what the Crazy Angel is as well. And I really was like, I really wanted that to be part of, like, you know, if I get a raid, if I get a follow, have that play. And I also want from Fallout the song, you know, Crazy Who Calls Me. Sure I'm crazy, crazy in love. I'm not going to sing that. I wanted that as actual like a sound alert, but it's not on sound alert, and I was like, that really sucks. Yo, no way! Thank you so much for the sub as well. Ivan, can I call you Ivan? I am like missing out on chat. Thank you so much. Oh my god, the love, the love. Right, I will catch up. I'll stop talking and get back to chat crazy. Right.
Here we go. So,
cheese. Cheese. Right, I'll get back to chat.
Cheese. Cheese. Butter. Spread it on the bread. Bollocks.
And we love cheese here.
Cheese.
Cheese. Cheese.
Cheese.
We love cheese here. Thought it isn't a game I've played yet, but I love this series. It is. I love this series. Can I gloat even more that I was actually invited by Bethesda as one of 9 content creators, Fallout content creators, to go down to the London Amazon premiere to see the series. So we got to see the first 3 series, and it was all expenses paid for. Apart from when we arrived and we had to get like lunch because we were arriving at different times, they paid for all trains, and like there was a lady who come down from Edinburgh, paid for her plane, and literally we sat, because it was cast and crew, we sat down behind the Bethesda team because Bethesda was with us. Todd Howard sat 4 rows in front. Mr. Todd was there, and that was Bethesda. Was it Bethesda and me? Something like that. I was like, oh my god, he's literally in front. So that's my claim to fame, and that was such an amazing event. Alright. I love Fallout. There's Fallout for everyone, I say. I love 4. I also like 76. Of course. You're going to be bullied now, you know that, right, to play Fallout. The stream is by 5 scales. I'm not angry, just disappointed. Well, you'll have to come into a Fallout stream. Yeah, exactly. Better late than never, you know. It's one of those famous people. He put it in his mum's house, replacing his own picture. I've seen people, you know, you do that, and like, there's like a thing of like someone done it at McDonald's or something. I don't know how true that is, because how do you replace a McDonald's poster without them noticing? You know, go around and replace all the pictures. How big's your Necron group so far? I have, Hell Jumper, I have got, why am I looking that way for? Most of my models are there. I have got 1,000, what did I play with the other day? Just under 17,000? It would be 17,000 points. But I have lost a... I'll show you some of the models. I can't think. I want to call it Criffordale, but I don't think that is not right in the slice. I have lost, and I think it ended up in the bin by accident. So I'm like 60 points down, because I know that's how much they are. Crypto Fraud, this thing. That's great, because that's going to be back. Because if you can decipher that, I'll be very impressed. Oh, I can't, it's not going to get in the way of the camera. Okay, come this way. One of these. A Crypto Fool. Yeah? Crypto Fool. One of these. So you only get 2. Yeah? You get 2 in a unit. And I was spray painting them all black. Outside. Didn't think of it. And as I was spray painting, I was thinking, oh, I can only find one, but they must be modelled up. Bring him inside. Anyway, I then come to play, and I'm missing one. Was I coming to play? And I don't know where it's gone, so I don't know if it's like been binned or anything. Like, because I sprayed it on some plastic. Here is one of my. I have a spider. I didn't paint this, but I'm trying to show you underneath. And I don't know if I rolled up the plastic, like the plastic bag, and I binned it, because I did it on my grass. So I'm thinking, please don't tell me I like hoovered mowed it over, but I was sure it would end a noise. So I've got one of those big metal spiders. This was second hand, so he does come off, and the arms do move. I've got most in here. Techromancer is second hand. He needs a paint strip. I've got quite a lot here. I have got the Doomsday Arc. I have got lots of 20 Warriors. The Gunslinger, the Pew Pew Man. I didn't paint this either. This was second hand, and he needs a paint strip. I mean, he seems okay, but I want to strip it. I've got some, I call them my spiders. I know they're not spiders. This is my favourite. I don't think it's going to see it on here. Can you find me? You see the little finger pointing? He is my favourite. I've got my Necron Warriors. What else have I got here? Oh, my Skull Peck. I have Skull Peck as well. I'll show you one that's painted because you can see. Again, this was second hand. I like the way it's painted because he's got a little bit blue, but I would paint over that. I like that, but I don't like how they've done the blades. But they have got like a tufts of grass, and I've got 6 of them and Mr. Skull Peck. I mean, look at that as an amazing cosplay, yeah? I would love to do a Necron cosplay. I would love to do a Daughters of Cain cosplay. But I'm having a bit of a break. And also I've got the Reanimator. And I have a Doomsday Arc, which is not in here. Kill Hannah's on my Spotify because I thought I was about to say, I'm pretty sure we've had this discussion, Scales, and then you listened to it and you were like, ah. They're 2 of my happy place fans. Really? What, like, do you know what? Mine is Suffered Deltas, Kill Hannah, Mark Alka Romance. There were the 3 I named. Which ones? Which ones? Hello, why have you so much blue brush? Because they were a TikTok. Oh, I realised they are on camera. They were a TikTok purchase. I'm sure they were TikTok purchase. Oh, one just fell out. They did. I just realised. Is that better? So move them out of the way. That's a new one, actually. These are like the best purchase. You can get so many. I think because I needed to make up the orders, like, and they do come with little plastic things over them. They don't last, they will fray, but they're really cheap, or they were cheap. Sorry, let me catch up. Crazy to be well famous, in it, bruv. So I had quite an exciting year last year. So I was invited down to Fallout London's meetup, staff meetup. And they're like, "What did you do on it?" I was like, "I just know the project lead." And one of the artists. I know him personally. I've met them both. Yeah, I have their numbers on my phone. So that's the big thing. I literally have got their private numbers. And then from that, I was asked to go. Just by chance, I was invited to then go to Mephidius because one of my friends on Twitter saw his post. If you like Fallout, comment below, and they tagged me. And I got asked to go to the Fallout Factions box set release, which I have got under here, which is basically Fallout. Well, it's Fallout, I mean basically Warhammer. So like, you know when you get like a Warhammer starter kit box set, but this also includes, literally, you can just make them and play for 2 people. That's what you get, and you get scenery and everything. I was asked to go there, and it was literally full of like tabletop people. The guy behind I joked and was like, I wonder if the Honest Wargamer is going, because it was like his building was marked on the Google Maps. He was behind the bar, the Honest Wargamer, and his partner Louise Sugden, I want to say is her name. I can't think what her handle is. And she was there. She came up behind me because I went as my Vault Girl cosplay, and she was like, "Oh my god, I love your outfit." And it took me a second to realise who she was. And then she took pictures of me throughout the event, and then she shared it, and we got a lovely photo together. I asked, "Can I please have a selfie?" And it was so lovely. And then from literally a couple of days from that, Bethesda asked me down to the Amazon premiere, and I'm like, oh my god. Two of my favourite series on last year because of Scales. Yes, that's what I like. That's what I like. You'll start playing Fallout 4 Games Pass. Yes, I think they are all on Games Pass as well. I picture Joe Hendry as an Employee of the Month poster once. That's brilliant. Got alert. Family Demon's ready to try to get back on. Like, no worries at all, Chiz. Thanks for coming in. That's class. MCR and Hannah. The best, right? The only famous thing I've done is been cut from Doctor Who. What were you in Doctor Who? And then they cut you. That's terrible. What? Start again. What Doctor? I would say what series, but I probably want to. To be fair, I used to love Doctor Who. Love Doctor Who. But then, I didn't watch it. I watched like a couple of Capaldi's, and then I just literally haven't watched it since. It's not because I was like, oh, Capaldi. It was just then, I didn't actually have anything to watch on, like a TV license to begin with. That's kind of helpful. I came in during Eccleston to a couple of Capaldi's, and I have got the original Doctor Who on DVD, the very first series on Doctor Who, of Doctor Who, on DVD. So I'm kind of like, my Doctor Who knowledge is kind of gone. So like when I was at school, I don't know which is easier, put these on or that on. I'm going to switch over because these are slightly bit in your face. I'm going to try. I used to collect the magazines. Oh, I need to change them. These are comical, but I'm just going to switch them over to this one. I used to collect all the magazines when I was at school. Weird because, oh my god, that feels different. Hello, right, you can see me. My ever favourite, and the most weird, because I have this weird thing with, like, this is what I actually did we're coming back to school and art again. I did one of my A-level pieces about gas mask and war, so I made this giant painting. I got a Ken doll, an army guy doll, stuck him on it. Someone we know goes, I don't know if I can say it, we'll go hunting, shall we? We can probably do. So I had cases of their cartridges, which I was stuck on and sand, and I got like bits of that, so it's like a 3D medium. It's weird. I have this weird, you can pretty guess what series I'm talking about now. So when he had the "Are you my mummy?" that one, that fucking freaked me out. I have a thing with gas masks. It's a love-hate relationship. That's why I also love like Krieg, the Krieg army, because they are gas masks. They're from a radiation, like their home planet, their home whatever. Krieg is like to the nines. It's been nuked basically, and I'm like, there's a theme running here, right? There's a theme running here. The Christmas invasion, David's first episode. No way! I was stood on Old Trafford, but they cut the scene. Have you managed to see the scene? Have they put it in, like, sometimes they do like deleted scenes? Oh my god. David Tennant was the best Doctor. Oh, hands down. Hands down. He was my favourite out of when I watched Eccleston, Tennant. Oh, I can see the other bloke. Who was the other one? The fish fingers and custard bloke. Oh my god, I've forgotten his name. I could see his face. You know him, fish fingers and custard guy. But Tennant was definitely mine. I thought Tennant and Billy Piper worked really well together as well. Matt Smith, that's it, thank you. I could see his face. Action Man. Yeah, like an action man. I remember it had like, like the car keys. I did quite a lot with dolls and art. The car keys, sort of like a fighter, army dude. I say I did a lot of weird things, because then I also have this fascination. I love the human body. I mean, this is what I've studied. Side tangent. I then did lots of like, because that's what my art teacher was like. If you missed this earlier, we're talking about school. So I failed biology and chemistry at A level. So you have A, S, and A2, which is A level. So you're sixth form. Even though I was getting like good grades in GCSE, so my art teacher was like, well, why don't you do art? Anyway, so I did 2 years of art in one, and she said, if you love the body, why don't you do the body? So one of my weirdest things is, what's his name? Oh, Dr. I got Hardeman. Nope, that's someone completely different. Basically, you can donate your body to him. I think he's dead now. Gunther. Oh, I can't remember. You could basically donate your body to him when you die, and he'll like, he's taken out people's like capillaries or the nervous system, or he's sliced like a pregnant lady, you know. If you got squeamish and don't like that kind of thing, don't look it up. Gunther something, I'm sure he's German. So I did my own version. Is I had a Barbie doll and I did basically like a similar thing. I promise I'm not weird. But also like the gas mask and things. That's my favourite, the creepiest episode for me. Not even like, I mean, even like the angels, you know, in the statues. I don't know about you, but since then, whenever you see a statue, I'm like, don't blink. Yeah, I saw a rough edit. At least you managed to see a rough edit. 10 is my doctor, Matt Swift. I met Billy. Oh, you met Billy! She was on set. She was so nice. She comes across as looking like really nice. Alright, yeah, I can't remember his name, but I know what you mean. Yeah, the body's expert. Blink. Don't blink. Right, we're gonna find his name. I'll know it when I see it. I did it. It's really weird. And I know he came to London. It came to London. Is it The Bodies by Dr. Gunther? Oh, if I put Dr. Gunther in, it's probably going to come up with... I don't know if one calls it body art. If you put in Dr. Gunther body art, it does come up. Oh, his name is Gunther. That is his last name. Okay then. I think. Unless Google is lying to me. I mean, A.E. Gunther. If you like that kind of, if you're quite squeamish and you don't like seeing the body, like there's a foot of capillaries. I don't know if he's actually dead, is he? I want to know this now. I'm sure he's German. Founder of... I feel like I'm being kind of partially lied to here. Founder of the Science of British Museum. It doesn't quite sound like... or something like that. I know it's not for everybody. So if you're squeamish and you don't like that, don't look it up. Don't look it up. Yeah, it's still stare at statues. It's when you're like, don't blink. Can't swear. Yeah, welcome in. Good. But yeah, he came to Dublin too. Did he? I think of his models or whatever were unclaimed homeless dudes. Yeah, like because they says I remember looking it up, and so you can donate your body to him. Is he dead or he's alive? I'm not really finding stuff out, but I imagine probably his teachings probably continue. Imagine that though, you'll be preserved forever and people will come and see you. So you can do it I think to him, aren't you? I think you're anonymous. So he won't know, or something like that. He won't know. So you can't turn around and go, hey, have my body, mate. And he'll be like, well, there. Something about that seems kind of magical, but then also really weird, right? But, I mean, it'll be remembered forever. I don't know what they do with it afterwards, though. I was seeing the bodies exhibit in Bruges. Did you? I missed out when it came to London. That must be quite surreal, to be honest, to see, because then you must be like, it looks like art, but you know it wasn't. It's someone, and you can donate, so you can also be used. You might be used in classes that he was teaching as well. I mean, it is art, to be fair, because to be able to say get like the capillaries of the foot and preserve it is just weird. I'm all with me, you know this. It was fascinating to see. See, that's the thing, right? I think that's where, like, I would love to see it, just because it sounds really weird, right? I did actually, when you're at school going, oh, what do you want to be? I really wanted to be a pathologist, But then I also was like, pathologists are not quite the same thing. But I also wanted to be the person to like, not quite like a mortician, but I suppose like a pathologist, yeah, really, kind of if you work out what they died of, you know. But I kind of didn't get the, but then to be fair, probably you could just go off and do like, you don't need like a degree and stuff to go and do that first, but I'm happy working with alive people. But that must be so surreal to see. Oh, these guys, I couldn't bring myself to go. That's the thing. It's either like, it's weird. It is a weird thing. That's why I'm like trying to be careful. Be like, don't Google it if you are squeamish or don't like the idea of dead people or things, because he'll also do like horses and animals. So if you don't like that kind of thing, don't look it up. Or don't look him up or anything. I would love to have gone, but no one would take me. I could go when I lived in Germany, but I didn't want to go alone. No, that's quite fair. Oh, that's really cool. You lived in. Are you German? Are you from Germany? If I had to go again, career chance, I'd become a pathologist. Oh, I had to go again. Ah, see, yes, same. You know, to me, it is quite interesting. No, I was in the army. Oh, fair enough. So were you just like posted there then? But travelling around. It's from MCR. It's from MCR. I do get asked that a lot if I am from that way. It's like a secret code because everyone's going, what? I do often get asked as well, do I not mean NCR? Was that a mistake when I typed it? I was like, no. No. Bearing in mind because I haven't really played it. I did try to actually play New Vegas on stream the other night. But OBS and Vegas aren't talking and it wouldn't appear on my game capture. So I was like, alrighty then. I did, because like when I went there in MCR, it was because I went to uni up sort of that way. I say sort of that way. And I remember seeing MCR on the wall and I was like, what? That's when I learned what what that also means. New California Republic, I see. Yeah, people keep saying to me like, do you not mean NCR? And I was like, no. Oh, I just thought Lancashire hot pot. That was the first thing that came into my head then when I saw that. Can't go wrong with that. Oh, the Lancashire hot pots are a band, aren't they? A group. Do you know something I say? In that area. It is like code, isn't it, as well? Well, if it's ever on again in like London, right? We'll all go. Yeah? Right? Make a deal. If it ever comes back to London, we can all meet. We never met each other, but we can go meet there. Right? Chippy tea, I want my chippy tea. Oh, wait, up north, do you have like more like chips and gravy, right? There we go. We'll make it a pact. If it ever comes back to London, we'll go. This is probably like walking and be like, can't do this, or walk out. I'll definitely want to be like more of a pathologist. But I ain't brainy enough for that. Or like, I know it sounds really weird, but like imagine being someone who like cleans up crime scenes. I mean, you've got to have a stomach of steel. That must be hard as well, actually. I think I'd stick to being a pathologist. Or like, you know, doing like autopsies or things like that would be quite fascinating. Also, must be really hard because it isn't a nice. Is this bloke? There must be a bloke. You might see him on TikTok. and the stories he tells of being a mortician, like autopsy mortician, is, people say you've got to have that right frame of mind, haven't you? It's gone very dark, very it's a lot. Right, okay, we had it here. We're all gonna have a meeting when it comes. All scared of London and the bodies. To be fair, yeah. Dr. Pepper is the best doctor. He is the best doctor. I can say that. I thought, where are we going with here? Dr. Pepper is the best. I was like, you're fine. Nuka-Cola is the best. But no, Dr. Pepper is the best doctor. I could do that. Oh no, it's scary. It's the rest that's so scary. Behind Dre. I'm from the Irish Hills, lad. But it supposed to be that big. That's true. Oh, you know what? I'd love to go back to Ireland. You know what? Today, I want to go back. I love travelling. I'd love to go back to Ireland. Actually, I'd like to go to Northern Ireland. I've done Ireland twice. Let me get this right. I've done Ireland twice, but I really love to go and do Northern Ireland. You know, the Giant Causeway. Actually go to Dublin. Guinness Factory. I don't drink, but you got to go to the Guinness Factory. You know, that kind of thing. And have a proper Irish stew. You can't beat Irish stew in Ireland. And the soda bread. It's like, it's not the same. My aunt used to live in London. I went down a lot. You did security at Olympics? No way. No way. I bet that was intense. To say the least, for security. I did go to the Olympics. I was given free tickets to go to the Paralympics because a family friend, they couldn't make it. So I went and saw the Paralympics. For like a day. Oh, I know what a dream job would be. They could like work in like nuclear power. That is living the Fallout dream, right? Or maybe not living the Fallout dream, a nightmare maybe. I don't really know how I'm painting. What is this bit? Look, I'm just hitting them. I'm getting too close. That'll be easier. No, true. Irish breakfast don't have beans. Irish breakfast don't have beans. What do you have? What is an Irish breakfast? I don't think I had them because each time we went, I've been twice, we had a holiday cottage. And that was the first place actually. I know I went for my 16th with my mum and dad. My sister was at uni or something. And I know I went before that. And then when I was on my 16th, because I used to play a piano, we just rented this like lovely, massive, I think it was deemed as a castle, but like a big house. And it was I had the privilege of playing on the owner's Steinway piano. You know what a Steinway is? A Steinway is like the Lamborghini of cars. It's like, and that was amazing. It was an incredible experience. I was always in the army. That's amazing to say you've been around. You've been around a lot. That's quite cool. An English breakfast with no beans. Fair enough. Fair enough. An English breakfast with a Guinness instead of tea. That's true. Does English have black and white pudding? I didn't even know white pudding exists. Black. The white, I think white is spotting or Welsh. Guinness and tea. Oh, is white Scottish then? What the hell? I do like a bit of black pudding, not gonna lie. When you eat it and people are like, do you know what it is? And I'm like, yeah. Do you know what haggis is? You know? be fair, I couldn't eat a lot of black pudding, but I can eat black pudding. I haven't actually had black pudding. It's not like really actually that common thing. Well, it isn't where I am when you go for like a full English. Oh, I remember a story, like when we were in Ireland, this is back when I could have apples, because I now can't. So we went to a pub, and I remember like my dad's ordering, he's going, yeah. So in England, we have something called an appetizer, or appetizer, which is fizzy apple, right? So we went to the pub, and Dad's ordering drinks. Yeah, he was told, you know, don't have a Guinness until you go to Ireland, because I do it proper like, you know, and an appetizer, and appetizer, you know. The barman apparently was like really confused. Anyway, and then asked Dad, "Do you want cream with that?" And my dad was just like, "Yeah, okay," thinking he misheard as well. So it came out, and because obviously apple pies, you know. The barman brought out an apple pie with cream. We're like, it's Sedona, right? Sedona is the equivalent of, I can't have it now. My god, I couldn't get enough of this stuff. I can't have it now. Scottish. I think all Scottish breakfast is a white pudding. We'd be out west, so we have spinach and turkey sausages. Tell no one. Spinach and what? Spinach and turkey in one sausage, or spinach, sausage and a turkey sausage? Because I think it's really hard to get turkey sausages. It's like once in a blue moon you can find them in like Tesco. We have turkey bacon at work. But then one of the residents, why do I read that one of the Muslims is resident? My brain was deep fried. But then one of the residents is Muslim. Turkey bacon, I've not heard of that. Yeah, that's it. Children's cider. Say, I was getting drunk. And it used to taste so nice compared to like appetizer. Sedona is like, or Sedona, however you say it, it was like really good. And turkey bacon hits the spot. I don't think I've ever turkey bacon. I don't get like turkey mince. I used to like cooking with pork mince, but I can't cook with it now. And turkey, pork mince is considerably cheaper than beef mince. Oh, it got me thinking about Ireland now. It's just a proper like, the food just hits different. I suppose it does when you go traditional, and like you go to the actual country. It's a bit like when you went to India, the curries would be a bazillion times better, right? Oh, I just remember like on one pub, I can always remember like the soda bread and like the Irish stew, you know, the proper like lamb stew. That's well nice. One thing I never dared do was the Blarney Stone, because I don't do heights. So I stayed down to the first time we went. So we went to Ireland. We did the Blarney Stone. We did the Ring of Kerry. I just stayed down with my mum, who doesn't do heights. And then when my sister and dad come back down from doing it, we're like, we'll kiss you, because then, oh, it's a family. Then that kind of partially sits, right? You know, you can claim it, right? I might be a bit more brave enough to do it now, but I'd love to go back. So you couldn't have roast pork and apple cider. That would be like, I could have the pork bit, but I can't have the apple cider. Other half can't have pork. Not religious reasons. So it makes fun. There's certain things that I can't have. Like, I can't have apple cider, so I can't have Sedona anymore. I'm fun when it comes to taking out for a drink, because I can't have apple, orange, lemon as a list. So already it's kind of like, so cocktails are out because everyone contains orange or lemonade. I can't have it. So I'm fun. Or like if I feel like having like a J2O, I can't, because it's all flavours I can't have. Or I always have to remember, don't put the lime or the lemon wedge in it, please. I mean, that should be okay. It shouldn't affect me that much, but yeah. So I'm like really annoying when I go out. And I've been caught out a couple of times where I've had like, I ordered a, I can't think what it is now, elderflower. I thought that would be fine, elderflower, you know, it was just elderflower. It was not just elderflower. Because I've lost the taste. I can't taste. I used to be able to have these things, but when I was a child, I was like, I haven't actually had for a long time. And I was out with a mate, and I had this elderflower. And I said to her, I was like, this tastes really funny. And because it came in the bottle as well, I was like, uh-oh. And she was like freaking out. And she literally drank some. She was like, girl, that's lemonade with a hint of elderflower. And so when the person come back, the server come back, I was like, I literally can't drink this drink. It's not elderflower. So what annoys me is, you know, they have to be so careful with like nut allergies or dairy. And I'm like, you're literally advertising elderflower, but it's literally lemonade with a hint of elderflower. And I've been caught out before with, again, I was with another girlfriend out and about. Like, we just thought, you know, we haven't seen each other since college, we're just going to meet up. And I ordered a ginger beer, because that's basically the only thing I can drink. And it came. I don't think she popped the lid. Usually they pop the lid off and they give it to you. And I looked at the bottle and I thought, this is not what was advertised. This is not what... It was a Bundenberg. I think it was. It was meant to be a Bundenberg, and I'm like, that's fine. I looked at the bottle and I thought, that's not a Bundenberg. But it was lemonade with a hint of ginger. I was like, this is ginger lemonade. And they were like, yeah. I was like, I am allergic to this. Because, and they, to be fair, that place also messed up. My friend can't have gluten or something like that. And she ordered a certain type of bread or something. She got to be careful. And it arrived, she looked at it and she was just like, this is ordinary bread. And so we were off to a great start. Sounds amazing. Slow roast. To me, that does sound nice. But like, over time, I haven't been able to have like apples. So even though I go out for a meal, I'm like, I can't have most of this. Or you read like say pork, you think, oh, they've got pork. Oh, it's in apple cider. There goes that idea, having pork. Gift of the gab help with streaming, does it? Having like apple cider, having a drink. That can help. That can help. Oh no, I may have now lost. Oh no, I just lost some of your. I can look on. I can look back. I can found it. Found it. Jack and Coke then. Oh, I don't like Jack Daniels. I don't like bourbon. Di Serrano, I like that. Amaretto kind of stuff. Espresso martinis, just espresso martinis, because I can't see. Martinis, just stout, and adults Red Bull and vodka. You see, to me that sounds nice, but I also don't like coffee. So I'm kind of, you see my predicament here. Even if I have water, right? They put lemon in it, and I'm like, I can't have. And I've been caught out before actually. When I went out for, I think it was a night out with a friend, and we had like a pint of, because we thought, well, okay, we're getting really hot in this club. A pint of water, and they put like this wedge in it, and I was drinking it. I was thinking. So I thought I'll just hull it out. She's like, just put it in my drink. So I had done that. And I was drinking it. I was thinking, this doesn't taste right. And then I was thinking, this isn't, as in, because we know it wasn't tampered with, because it was literally, here you go, girls, hand it over from the barman. But that was enough. I had pain, like, I get really bad, like, chronic stomach pain, and that was enough to do it. I was like thinking, this doesn't taste like what? And as she said, my friend said, yeah, she didn't think of it at the time either. But yeah, she said it definitely tastes as if they've put lemon in the actual water as well. I'm like, why would you do that? You couldn't have a fallout then. It's some of the cocktails, right, in the cookbook. I can't even have technically, I can't even have Nuka-Cola. Because I've got the Fallout cookbook, I can't have Nuka-Cola because it actually contains orange and lemon essence. And I've always said that I will try and make my own version, but with flavouring. But the cost of flavouring for like 2 drops is like, oh. So it's quite a lot of money to try and make it for me. In just hopes that it doesn't like trigger, if you know what I mean. But I'm lucky, like, I don't swell up. You know how some people have like an anaphylactic shock. I don't flare up. It's I might not know about it until it goes through my system. And then you sit there, you lie there in like pain. It's always when I'm asleep, right? I wake up with it. And then you have this fun game of going, now where did I eat? What did I have that has set me off? See, you're learning all kinds of crazy. Literally, these streams are just, we can talk about anything. Do you have an email in your description? We have Hobby 40k shop in Canada. Oh wow, you can find us located in a full 40k video store on your site. No way, with your first sponsor. Oh no way, I do. I would love that. Let me see if I can actually see. Yo, Battletoad, welcome in. I can put it in chat. I do have an email. I don't care putting it in chat if other people find it, to be fair, because how does one? I am in the UK, if that makes a difference. Should I message you? Can I message you on here? I'm not sure how YouTube works. I'm not gonna lie, I'm like, I do have an email. Good luck with the painting. Hopefully no happy accidents. Hopefully no happy accidents. Hopefully no paint pots going over. I broke my avatar of Cain. I was like, oh, typical. Just jazzing along. Awesome. If I subscribe back to you, I can put it in chat. It's not really a secret. Let me have a look. Put it on there, and I can put it there. Or if I leave you up, I can try and work it out afterwards. I made a cocktail for my mate whose favourite game is Fallout and called it a Fallout. An espresso shot. There's an espresso shot of Jack, caramel flavour, syrup, and a cherry coke. I'm gonna make that Fallout 2 for you. Yes. Yeah, espresso, a shot of Jack. I like the caramel syrup and the cherry coke. You have to make like a slightly different variation. Yeah, I don't like coffee. My friend, she had a birthday cake recently, and it was like, I didn't know, I started to eat it, and I only had like a little bit, and I put it in my mouth, and I was like, this is coffee flavour, and I don't want to be rude, because and she was like, yeah, it's like coffee mixed with like vanilla, so it's like a swirl cake, marble cake, and I was like, and it was like a bit of cream, which was vanilla, and I was just like, I'll eat it, but it's not my favourite. So I was just a bit like, I feel too rude if to stop eating. If it was like, she was like, oh, it's orange, obviously I'd been like, yeah. you know, what's his name? Eventually, third table. You can Google it. Send it for me. Oh, I will. I mean, I can put it in chat. Is that easier? Shall I follow you? Shall I do that, or do you want me to send it in chat? What is easier? What is easier? Because I know, like on Twitch, you have to tell me these things. I know on Twitch you can send a whisper to someone. Can I not do the same on YouTube? Ah, the music has now stopped. I don't know why that does after a while. Okay, put it on Bigfoot song. Let me see if I can find it there. I'm just intrigued to see. What was it? I'm always like really up for it because somebody said something else to me on chat one day. And I'd never heard of it before. And it was like a miniature website, and I can't remember what it is now. It was coming up in French, so this is looking good so far. I might not load that one. QC, there must be that one. So I like looking at other things. I've never heard of this other place, and it was like really. Ah, have you got like? Yeah. Okay, I'll just look down the address, Quebec, Canada. I see your email. It's the same email at Gmail. If you want to know my email, I mean I can put it in chat. If you like, if you're still there. Oh god, it looks really interesting. I love like connecting as well because you never know like other people from like all around the world is we all have like connections and stuff. So like this other person, they kind of just put one that. Have you heard of these kind of miniatures? And I was like, no. And then they kind of disappeared. And I was like, okay. I was like, I wanted to know, is this like your business? I wanted to know more about it. You know, I love it. Just like, you know, people coming together because you never know. Like, I'm happy to like share because you never know. You know, I do know some people like in Canada. Oh, spiced rum, yes. I just see. What's your favorite spice? Yes. I like spirits. I'm more of a spirit girl than I am like a glass of wine. I'm not lying. When I have a girls' night with my bestie, we'll have like a bottle of wine. But I have a small glass. And she always jokes about it. She feels so secure, bless her. I was just like, she can easily finish the bottle. And I'm like done with wine. But like, I like spirits. I love my Baileys. And that's not quite. I love spiced rum. I love rum. Whiskey. That's kind of me. We're French, but we also speak English. So I'll put it in. I've found you. I mean, it's not really a secret. I mean, if you bombard me with stuff, I'll just block it. There you go. Without the hashtag. But I have found you. I'm like really intrigued. Like I'll happily like share. Because I'm all for that. I'm all for like, you know, sharing. Sharing is caring and not like gatekeeping. If you find that you've said, oh yeah, she's gonna share and she hasn't, just be like prod. Because I've had someone do that before, like on my Instagram. They're like, would you be able to share this? I was like, yeah, sure. Bearing in mind, if you message me on Instagram, please allow a few working days for me to respond. Especially now. No, they don't mean it in a rude way, but I did tell them. And what was it? It wasn't a post. I know, it was some like video thing. It was an audio. Somebody wanted my voice. And I was like, please just keep pestering me because I will forget in my busy schedule. And I said, I know, it's like, I understand it feels really awkward. But honestly, like, feel free, like, I will happily, like, try and, like, promote you as well. But if you see if I don't, just be like, hey, and I'll be like, oh my god, I'm on it, and then I'll forget, and then yeah, I'm all for like supporting, as long as you know, like say that other person who came into my chat was like, I want to know more about these miniatures because I've not heard of them, but then they disappeared, and I was like, oh okay. It's like, tell us, we want to know. I've never been to Canada. I've never actually been to America. I've not been that side of the world. One day. I think this is going to be more covered in this than I thought. I'm not looking forward to painting. You know what? I'm kind of bored doing the same colour now. I mean, it's taken me... Oh, I can't... My eyes can't focus then. I was looking through the glasses and looking through the thing. My eyes were just going in and out of focus then. Let's get some other colour on this because I don't even know how long I've been streaming now, whatever the time is. It's 2 hours, and from chatting this is only what we've done. Without the hashtag. That's the base. Thanks, no worries at all, like I'll happily share. It added to the load of strange newsletters. Oh no. I know some people are like, oh don't docs like this. I thought, wow. I thought it's just my email. I thought, well, you know, it's kind of them probably given knowledge that's an email. I don't use it before you're trying to hack into my socials. It's not always I use it. But I figured I'd set one up. So I have, like, content. Content stuff. So before you try and go, oh, I got her like Twitch email, it's like, good luck with that. I'm one of them who has many emails. I think it's the hardest bit a lot of the time, but and then people just show up. I find that is as well. That's why I'm happy to promote anyone small. So there's like a I've seen them grow, and there's a Canadian podcaster. You need to listen to Welcome to the Waste. Let me put it in here. Welcome to the Waste. I've had a massive like change around. So Welcome to the Waste is they are Canadian, and it is a podcast based like in the wasteland, but they do like Easter eggs. So one of the very first episodes in the season, so you kind of get the idea it's kind of based loosely on Fallout, or he'll be like hinting at things like Vault Tech or hinting at a Pip-Boy, and it's really interesting. And I found them, and I've done like promotion. They've sent me some stuff, and I've promoted, and I bought a t-shirt. I should wear it like on the stream and that, but it's away at the moment. So my clothes are away because I've had to like massive like sort out and stuff. But say they're in Canada, you know, and I'm like, go for it. You can find them on Spotify as well. But they're definitely worth a listen to. I said there's loads of seasons, all done by him. I have an image of her opening up my email from one guy like, Kate Hornets Digest would be like shaking a fist cursing my name. You know when you get them go, hi, my name is, and I am in... I had one of them actually the other day. I'm not even kidding. I had one of them the other day going, my name is from... Oh, I can't remember what colour did I use. Was it that one? Was it red? I think it was red. We'll soon find out. You know, some African country, and I was just like, that's the reason why you ended up in my spam box, right? Let me have outside the world, outside of the world, to be fair. That's true. The world is a small space. Come on over across the pond and see lots of different states to see. Most you can skip though, but not yours, right? Oh, I would love it to come to. I'm always asked, like, will you ever go to, you know, one of the like Fallout meetups, or the like when they meet up for like New Vegas? I would love to. One day, I'd love to go over. So I can't guarantee in cosplay. And obviously, it's part of it. Oh, I just got in my eye then. I've had to take my vault, so I'm going to be able to take my power armor on the plane. One day, though. Doesn't even tomorrow, thanks. We are 1 year old store! And your online shop's coming to life this week. Oh, wow. Oh, well, I'll happily, like, yeah, if you send me an email, I'll happily, like, promote it on my Instagram and my... Whatever I post on Instagram, I tend to post on my X page as well. Twitter. I had to think then, how many of us call it Twitter? It's Twitter, right? So I'll happily promote. I'm a separation mediator, so my networking is a little weird. That sounds... What is that? A separations mediator? Are you allowed to disclose what that is? Oh no, I didn't use red on the last one. It was a purple. Okay. It was Memphis red. No, corn red. I'm all for that. You know, little. I like people who ask, or not people go, share this. So like spooky at the start, like I'll happily like share as well and like watch and listen and you know, not going share this. And I'm like, and I, you know, you're taking your time to come into my chat. I'm more than happy to share. Or like say like one of the of recently like when I take my laptop in to see an actual specialist. In the corner of this computer shop, they sell they have a Warhammer corner and a table you can rent out. And I just was like, oh my god, this is amazing. And I gave him a shout out on my socials. And then I tagged them again when I was building the Doomsday Ark, which is where I bought it from. And then when I went back in, the first thing they were like, oh, thanks for the share. And I was like, oh, you know, they knew who I was, and they like really appreciate it. And I was like, look, you know. I said, I can't guarantee, you know, anything's going to come from my lot. I said, but, you know, especially, like, in the area. And I said, like, I myself don't live, like, just down the road, but, you know, it's just that, like, appreciation. And they're like, yeah, yeah, yeah. I was like, well, when it's painted, I'll redo it and I'll tag them in it. Legal separation argument for dissolving of marriages. Ah, okay. Of arguing apparently when a couple separates before a divorce. Oh, okay. Like a what do they call it here? Not here. You can also have a dispute. I can't think what it is. I'm going for that. Not a divorce at the moment. Trying to get rid of an ex. Past 2 years. It's a dispute. Matrimonial dispute is what I'm looking for. Not married. Sounds like you need to be on my case. I didn't use one when I got divorced, but we looked into it. My ex-wife is a counsellor, so it wouldn't have helped. Oh, like... Oh, okay, like a... I don't know how to describe it. I just... like an MP, but not, but one of them. Okay, probably wouldn't. I say an MP or not, but you kind of gauge where I mean by that. I'm not sure that government side thing. I only say that because I know what I mean in my hand. What do you mean, like mental? Counsellor, you know, mental health. I hear you. I'm cheaper than a lawyer. I'll tell you that. That's a good step to have. Do you sort of like try to help to resolve, or is it just okay, how to do this most amicably? So that after a few Jack Daniels and Coke, amicably. There we go. It was a mutual separation, so we didn't need lawyers. Oh, that's good. Ombudsman. Ah, the ombudsman. Yeah, the good old ombudsman. I do family, community, and elder mediation. I don't think I've had what you've described before, so you can fight that one on your own. Ah, damn it. The ombudsman. I'm also having to potentially go down the ombudsman route as well. This is fun. All words I've learned, you see. How to do it amicably. That's a good idea. Mine started off being amicable. Let's just say one of us is trying to do this amicably. I'm not going to say anymore. But yeah, that's really interesting. That must be hard as well. Especially if you've already got somebody who's like really stubborn, and it's just so much easier if you can just do it all like amicably. Like, it just saves so much time and effort. I let some stuff away and start counselling with it, which is cool. I don't get paid, but it's nice. Oh, at least then, you know, if they can sort of take that on and sort of see straight. Sometimes they just need like, oh, just get on with it, you know. Yeah, she's mental health counsellor. I was still best friends and co-parent. Oh, at least you know, at least you can co-parent, you know. Be nice. Why don't you both? Yeah, exactly. I have full custody of my rabbit. That's as far as it goes. To be fair, he was given to me by a family friend because they couldn't look after him anymore. Yeah, for securing. I've got an emote of him. Oh. Securing the bun. He is mine. He was given to me, so I'm kind of like, he's mine. Where is it? There he is. He will be 12 in the end of June. If you don't know how old that is in bun years, that's very old. They generally live to like 6 to 8, 10 if you're very lucky. So he's doing incredibly well. I mean, he is blind. I mean, before they were like, there could be a chance that he has some sight. Like, we think he can see light, maybe. But he's definitely got cataracts and his eyes are just so cloudy. It's kind of like taken a year to get to this point, but... So you can just tell, like, he's indoors and he's got a run. If you move something, because he knows where everything is, so if I get him out of the run to run around in the living room, he won't. He will hug right into you. He'll come to you. He'll hug the run cage wall, whatever you want to call it. And like when I put him outside last year, he didn't really move. Whereas I used to put that. He's big old. It's a dog run because that came with him as well because they used that for him. So it's. I mean, a rabbit is not going to get over that, but you know, it's multi-use if you have a dog. Well, I thought that's a good idea because they won't use it anymore. But he wouldn't even go out in that because he can't see. So he knows. So if I put his breakfast in a different location, because he has bunny muesli for the morning. I mean, he's got to have his breakfast, right? If you put it in a different spot, it will take him a while to find it. Because he obviously is trying to smell it out. Oh, great granddad. He is. He is an old boy. Legend. Hi, bunny. Meet Whiskey. Oh, is that your little kitty cat? That's cute. My Winnie. My Winnie. He is called Winston. And many other names. Come with that. Winnie, Winpig, Pig, Piggles, Piggy Bum. Oh, little Winston. So I've had him, must be like 6 years now? 7 years now? Yes. Oh, he's my fluffy household god. Oh, I call Winston my overseer. So like in Fallout you have an overseer of the vault. He's my overseer. But he's really lucky to be inside because they say that's why like if they're outside in a hutch, they don't live as long. Because obviously you've got weather, you've got predators, and because they're not getting to be able to move about, so you're not watching them, so they can get something called like GI stasis, and if they get that they can be dead within like 24 hours. It's just where the gut stops, and he has that like every year, and I'm like, please not this year. Last year he basically almost died. That was horrible. I was out with my friends all day, come back. I thought something was a bit off in the morning, but sometimes he has off mornings, you know, like we all do. But like this Sunday, I was literally working all day, and I was just like, he's having like a really lazy day. So I was a bit like worried, but then at the same time I was like, he's quite warm. But yeah, this time I come back and I literally had to phone the on a Saturday. I think it was a Saturday. I had to call the out of hours, and he had to spend 3 nights in the emergency vets. The first night they were like, be prepared, but he pulled through. A miracle. They're like, do you want us to call you if there's been a... I was like, just call me if it's like I need to come in, and I will be there within like 10 minutes. In my pyjamas, I don't care. So we almost lost him last year. It's a Fires of Pompeii reference from Doctor Who now. A fluffy household god. What that? I kind of vaguely remember seeing a Pompeii one. Oh, now I'm trying to think now. That just made me think of Plebs, if you've ever seen Plebs. Like, instantly thought of Plebs when you said Pompeii. That is a fascinating place to go to, though, if you really like history. It's bloody hot. I went part of like an Italian cruise that me and my family did. We did Italy cruise. That was so hot. Amazing, but my god was that hot in Pompeii. Oh my god, how long ago was that? It must be like 20 odd years ago. It must be more than 23 maybe? That might have been 25 years ago. But you know, one of them places like you'd love to go back to see it when you're a bit older and see what how much difference. Obviously it's going to be basically the same, and it's not really going to change that much, but you know, go back and appreciate it a bit differently. Here's probably when the volcano one as well. Back in my day, basically when the volcano went, or Vesuvius, bloody well feels like it that long ago, right? That's true. Look, I'm trying not to reveal my real age there. Like back to when Pompeii was there. I remember Pompeii in my day. You can literally say what you like. I don't mind. Look, I was really excited to turn 33 last year because of the Fallout series, because of Vault 33. And I was like, I bet no one else on the planet is that excited to turn 33. Unless you're turning 33 when Fallout on the same day as when it got released. I literally bought I was at con Because it was sweet, all my friends go, oh look, they've got like a Fallout t-shirt, there's a Fallout jumper, there's like, I would have bought loads. But there was this one, because it said 33 on it, and it was just blue, and it's just like, I think it's got Fort Boy on it. And they were like, oh, I'll get this one, it's more cool. I was like, no, because it's got 33 on it, and I'll be turning 33, like, within like a couple of weeks at that point. I'm so excited to turn 33. Just because of Vault 33 in the Fallout series, because it will always hold a special place in my heart that I got to go to the series. So everyone goes, oh, Vault 33, I'll be like, huh, I was 33 when it came out. Yeah, I know, it's a boast, I know, but hey, like somebody said, I've got like an impressive resume with my content, so it's like, yeah, hell yeah. You know, you might as well shout about these things. I can imagine a couple of their holes. Oh, it would be those holidays from house shows. Can you imagine? Oh, imagine being like holidays from hell. I had a house in Italy for many years in July. Oh, did you? In July and August, people flee their house to the mountains. Too hot. Oh my god, I don't know how they manage. Even with their like siestas and, you know, like even like in France, it's just so hot. And then England. Especially, you know, all depends on like how you. It's all different type of heat into it as well. It's like right now, like today, because it's been really, really warm. Because it's all obviously like how the houses are made as well. Like houses here are all made of insulated brick, so you've not got just brick, but you've got insulation in between as well. So it just holds the heat in. Literally done like 2 days of water. I like washed my bed today and just some other like towels and stuff. Well, I thought I was about to knock that over. Dry. Hasn't even been outside. It's been in the conservatory. Right. Oh, why I'm making this more difficult for myself. So I forget, because I keep moving them up and down, so I forget that they're not actually on my eyes. I might just either leave the other bits in black or do really like silver detail. It's probably a better idea to have done this afterwards. France is the worst. You have 38 to 60% humidity. You feel like 46 degree. Oh my god, it's incredible. You think it's not that far difference, but it really does make such a difference. It's the most warm place in Italia, not the south. It's so strange. And then you just think, then if you just go up a little bit, and then you get cold. This is really hard to paint this bit. Some of the factors I can't actually see. Not that I can't see, but as in like trying to where the pipe is that I'm trying to paint. I mean the pipe in which to paint. That's better. So just bringing that like extra little coloured detail in. And you know it's going to be like a really hot summer again. But then like, because it's been so dry here, you kind of like, is that like the summer that we're now having? Cool. That's the thing. And you just think, is this going to be it? I can't tell that shadow. No, that isn't. Like, we haven't really had a winter. I mean, it's been cold, but not like snow. I'll say that now the weather will completely change. I can't actually see where that goes. It isn't just the glasses, it's literally trying to get in and behind. I mean, by the time I've put on shading, no one's going to know. So I've had to bring it close to me so I can just... Anyway, I have a business meeting soon. We'll email you tomorrow. No worries, thank you so much. Yeah, we're really happy to share anything. I hope the meeting goes well. So I won't be streaming for much longer because I've got a long day tomorrow. Used to be a day of some of us. Was our summer, now a day? Now it was our winter. Now literally a day. That's about it, right? And then nothing. But thank you so much for coming in. And yeah, I'll look out for that. Thank you. Yo, what's? We've got Tabletop Tuesday. I hope it's going well. It is, thank you. And happy birthday. I was surprised to see you at all. I hope you're having a good day. This is what we've done so far. If you can see that. It's debating what other bits to do. Thank you. Should we put a little bit of green on it? Or do that and then I'll end stream. Got a bit of white. Yeah, what is my mod and 3D printer guy? I'm concentrating. Concentrate enough, but my allergies have been so up as well. It's been gassing so well. Because it's quite hay fevery season now. Gonna have to run, lads. No worries at all. Thank you so much for coming in and having a good chat. I hope you have a good rest of your day or evening as well. And thank you for the follow as well. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. There you go. There's a little bit of white going on there. Thank you so much. Oh, Jess, you're finally on the big screen. How was your dinner? I know that's a creed. That is a creed. Welcome in. West Virginia. Love it. How are you doing? I'm good, thanks. How are you? How are you doing? Very nice. What did you have? What did you have? Again, I'm literally just trying to find where the model is. It's not that I can't see, it's just I generally can't see where this ends. I'm so glad Gas raided. Oh, same. He's so. Hey, I was about to say, because I was not going to say horrible things, wasn't it? I was about to say he's such a good streamer and such a good person in general. I have to say that because he has mod privileges. I've only put this on to see if this helps. I won't not try and blind you in the camera. But much appreciated. I'll cover it up so it's not going to blind my face. It's really helped these hours of my night shift while away. Oh, I'm so glad. Look, he's still in there. He's heard his name. Oh, I'm so glad as well. Thank you, honestly, so much for that mega raid. Chicken, Yorkshire pudding stuffing and roast potatoes. Nice. That sounds good. That sounds good. A good old roasty. That made me jump. 69. That sounds so good. Say his name and he appears. You say it backwards in the mirror, then what happens? I do it all the time. Then Becca tells me off. And Scuba agrees. Yes, I know them names. I know them names. Love it. Oh, that's so sweet. I'm so glad. Yes, because I've never been able to like raid in because obviously I'm at different times now. Don't I say Bloody Mary's at the bar? I love that. Probably gonna regret doing these first and not the actual metal bit, but oh well. I want to see some green on this. I think thank you. You've been to my medium. Oh, medium evening. 1 second. I shall read your message once I've just moved this paint around on this orb. Talking of orbs and a medium evening. 1 second. I'll get back to this. We were asked to take an item that had a lot of meaning and was special to us, so I took a healer bracelet and they said about the difficulties that I've been through, and then they asked me how Gecko is. Yes! Is this one that she got you? Remember who it is by which Jews know, because they could tell that they haven't been well recently, and I thought that was quite impressive to know. Gecko has not been. She was okay yesterday when I saw her. She said she was a lot better, and she did say sorry for like not responding, but yeah. How bizarre. It's like, how do you know? She's feeling better than the other day. So I saw her and I was just like, ah. Obviously, if she wasn't that right, I wouldn't have seen her. You know, if you know what I mean. Just seeing how she was. Or they was. All the love and respect possible for Scaus and Becca. Definitely, they really helped me discover myself over the last year. That is what I love to hear. And that's what, like, such a great community is. And if you know that you've got someone like that, like, say, we're all here, you know, to help. Obviously, not everyone's going to be so supportive, but definitely always so everyone's, like, so welcome in a Scale stream. Waiting for it to appear. No, they're such lovely people, like down to earth, and always like someone if you need. I know as well that Scouts will be there, right there for you, creating a safe space. The exact race that I took. Oh, that's, how did they know? How did they know? Oh, I've literally almost finished. Oh, I could say James, to be honest, because no one knows who's at his book. I've nearly finished the book. I don't know if any of you want to borrow the book that I would say bought recently. I was bought it recently. King bought it for me. I haven't read it because I'm madly trying to finish this one I'm reading. I haven't even been able to read the second one, but James says don't worry about that. I don't know how the white's gone on really. Right, so you see this white? This will be green in a minute. We've done a lot in like 2.5 hours. Yeah, I've spoken to her since. Good to hear she's doing better though. Hopefully ready for... Hopefully! Yeah, she says she doesn't know she's going to be able to come. Cheese. Cheese.
Cheese.
I hope so.
Cheese. Butter. Spread it on the bread. Bollocks. Cheese. 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 Cheese.
I love it. We are obsessed with cheese in this channel. I do need to see if the person who did my emotes, if she's doing any more again, or she can do... We need a cheese. We want a crazy with some cheese. Like I've got with my emote with the Nuka Quantum. We need one with cheese. I'm trying to get through the Witcher series. Ooh, I'm gonna start the Reacher series. Is this the what one are you on? I have sort of like vaguely played The Witcher, but when I watched the first series, I was so confused. Excuse me. When I concentrate as well, my nose can run. Or if I get really hot, my nose will run. If I get cold, it'll run. Itchy. I got really confused. No surprise there. Because I didn't like how the first series, The Witcher, just kept jumping all over the show. The second series, it flowed a lot better. Have there been any more? I have not watched them. Wow, that's really cool, Creed. That's really cool. That's cool. Book 4, Tower and the Swallow. Oh, are you reading? That's pretty cool. Sorry. I'm currently reading a ghost encyclopedia. So it's all about like stories of like sort of like around the world. Sort of around the world. And I'm at the last bit is like weirdly, yeah. Creed, I said this to James. I said weirdly, I'm just started the ghostly animals, and then his poor fish died today. Sorry, on my shoulder. I was like, strangely, I'm on this, and this is really spooky that you've just told me this. And even weirder, he's now got a snail, which he'd never noticed before. I was like, well, there you go. It's come back. Reincarnation. Reincarnation. I want to read the books before playing Witcher games, so I know what's going on, but I don't see that happening. I didn't know that there were Witcher books. I'm not going to lie. So I've only played a little bit of Witcher. Don't ask. I don't know. I don't know how to play Gwent, but does anyone know how to play Gwent? I didn't know there were books. See? I learned something. So, these are like, it's not up here, is it? No, it's downstairs. His uncle has written, and so there's loads, so I've got another one downstairs as well, so he's like a ghosty author. I think they are on audiobooks as well. This is all like you can get on Amazon as well. But they're really interesting, so they're like, it can be sounds, it can be about if it's poltergeist, if it's actually a vision, if it's something that's repeating. It mentions briefly a bit about like UFOs, but not too much because technically it is a UFO. So I'm now on the ghost bit. I've only got like a couple of pages left. So I'm hoping when I see him on Thursday I can return the one book to him. I'd love to get audiobooks. I'm sure they must do audiobooks, wasn't they? They started as books in Polish, but I have the translations because I haven't got the time to read and translate. Oh, fair enough. But that's pretty cool. She just thought it was the game. That's how I know it was a Witcher through the game. Oh, this is mixing better than it was. I'm careful of this because last time I did this, it leaked everywhere. So I'm using a Necron green. Might be a little bit too excited to put it on because I haven't painted around it yet, but oh well. We want to put some green on there. I don't know photos to do that. I don't know any, so if you know some, that's pretty incredible. Just sit there and just be like, what's the difference between the Polish and the English? So now it's going to have a nice greeny glow to it. From some of the colour is at the bottom. I know some Czech. Do you know my granddad is from there, and a lot of Eastern Europe languages match up. That's pretty cool. I know, like in sort of in that area, and I was out with a girl in. We were in Budapest. That's actually how you say it. She was, I want to say, Romanian. It's about that ballpark, right? And we were in the shop, and then like the shopkeepers were going like talking about, oh, you know, the English, and she was just like, 1 second, girls, and then she just like said something back to them, and literally their faces like dropped, and she said, and we just walked out because the languages are so similar. But she knew some, she could speak back to them. Enough to basically leave them gobsmacked and walked out. We were like, okay then. Because they were standing there slating the English. And she's like, do you know who I am? Like, kind of thing, you know. So never slate anyone because they may understand you. Oh, look at this green. I know I haven't painted around it, but I just want to do it some green on. Oh, that makes that stand out, right? They look like tennis balls. I must admit though, like, us English are quite lazy when it comes to, if we're not like brought up around another language, whatever that might be, we're quite lazy. I mean, we try our little hardest, right? We try our best. Some of us do, I suppose you could say, but some of us can't even handle English, so I'm one of them because I would say like water, so there you go. I can't, you're not going to see that because that's not going to pick up, but I've filled in a little bit. Yeah, that's amazing because that's going to pick up down here. I did that in a photo shop. Went in with my ex. They said some. Let's say that's not nice things about a girl. I turned around and felt small. Got free drinks though. Nice. They don't expect it. You're just like, but you don't know. Like these other people. I guess they like pooling around. Especially there. So I just have this like nice Necron greeny glow. That's all I wanted to do. I mean, we've done that. That's how busy I'm chatting away. But sometimes you just need like a little bit of colour. Like underneath, I'm not quite sure what to do. I could leave it black. I might accentuate some bits in silver, just to have like a contrast. Obviously I need to shade it as well. But I think I'm going to stick to like having the legs as well come down, but I might keep like these joints black. Well, I might not actually. And then come down in the same colour, then the points are going to be different. But it's looking really cool. I like just like looking at like the detail of it. Pull it back that way round. So now it's got that green, that amazing Necron glow that I really love. So like when I come to paint these, like you've got some detail here. I'll probably pop that in as well. But that would be really hard to do with the white in there. You'd have to like really, like you'd have to paint them afterwards. And then you like on here, I could put like a bit of white in, and then make it glow a bit greeny, for example. Let's do a little bit and see. This may absolutely fail. Like I did a bit on my I can't think what it is. Doomsday Arc. Because you need the white for the green to stick out on. So you can fill that in and then wipe it away. So now I'll let that dry and then we'll fill that in on, with the green as well. We'll just see what it looks like on one side. Like I've got to fix a bit on my Doomsday Arc. Oh, it just pops. That's what I loved about the Necrons. That is what drew me to the Necrons as well, because of like their colour scheme. I mean, it was very close to them having like a neon pink, but I love the green. Green is just such a radiation type colour, right? So we'll let that dry. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do under here because there is more like wire bits. Or I could just leave that, because obviously if you had like a spray gun, you could just spray paint it like my spider is. Just literally like, I'll call it my spider. I mean, it has got a person that sits on top, so you could tell the person has literally just sprayed it silver, and then just sprayed the pink on top. So effective, and I like that look how they've done it. But pink also is not now going to match, unfortunately. I'm kind of going like quite dark colour. Because the Necron dark, and then with just having that green just absolutely pop. So let's see if you can see what I'm doing. It's actually working. There we go, I wasn't putting enough on the brush. You can do this in another green, because I've done that on my Doomsday Arc. So, filled it in with a different kind of green. So it hasn't got Well, I feel like this song just feels very like elevator-y music, but very fitting at the same time. I'm trying to keep like a really steady hand. You can kind of see there's a little bit of a glow. Just trying to fill it in. Just it's like a power sort of glow. Just need more on the brush really. But just layering it up. So I mean that does look okay. So you can kind of vaguely think it's gonna not really come up at all. But it's just like a little bit of green, but I might change it to be the match again, like the Doomsday arc, so it's coming up not with that vibrant green on the back, but like a slightly darker, which I have on the Doomsday arc, which I have not got in here to show, but I think it is actually that colour. I'm thinking of putting on the back instead, so then you're just literally going to have that pop. I'm going to leave that and then just paint the rest and see what I feel like. That might be the best idea. It's one of them things you kind of just have to paint and see, right? But it's looking really good. I'm quite impressed. In what was it? How long is it? Over 2.5 hours. To be fair, it's just sort of just been stop chat. But it looks good. The reanimate. I just, you know, when you just want to just take it nice and slow. As well. Let me come back to chat. I could put across to just chatting, but I'll keep here. But that's all I'm gonna do tonight, I believe. I mean, it already looks 10 times better with something on it anyway. Let me, yeah, my other chat has just not bothered to come back. That's delightful. So let me have a look and see. So no, I'm in the wrong chat. I need to go to this one. So I'm going to put in my links in the chat and my Discord, because some people like just to join the Discord. So thank you so much for coming in. So I'm going to leave that painting there, so because I've got quite a long day tomorrow, so I don't want to be up too much longer, to be fair. I might change the back colour to be a different green. Yeah, we'll see. I think we're going to have to paint it and then see how it goes as well. But I like just doing a little bit, because at least then it gives you a chance to sort of come back and look at it in a different light as well. Right, put them on there. Okay, so I will be back streaming again on Friday for Fallout Friday. And then I'll be back on Sunday, Sunday. Could be doing this again. I'm really enjoying painting, or we might be playing a bit more Oblivion. We'll see. I always kind of just see how the Sunday vibes, how the vibes are vibing. Let me just look around my ring light. But we'll be back next Tuesday with some more tabletop. So we'll be painting Necrons again until the kind of like the goal to get it done. Oh, my music has gone. Okay. me have a look. Let's have a look. It's quite a jolly song. Well, it's quite a few people on. Right, I'm keeping quiet this time because usually I go, ooh, and I go, ooh. Right, where should we go? Where should we go? Oh, thank you, Jesh. I hope to see you again soon as well. Thank you for coming in. Let's go for, should we go into, let's share the love. I can see someone online who he always comes in with a raid. He raided me last time, so we're going to go into random Arizona dude because he raided me last time. Let's go in. Let's start the raid. Ah, he's got the kitty cam. The kitty cam is on. The kitty cam is on. Oh, sorry, lovely hay fever now. But that's my little blanket you can just see from that camera. But thank you so much everyone for coming in. I'm really quite pleased of how it's come out. You can just see that green. I love painting my Necrons because they're so dark and then you get that pop of colour like on the side. So thank you so much everyone for coming in. Honestly, we had like such a big raid. Thank you, Raw Platypus. Thank you. You can see nice. I love the green. I love the green. Thank you for coming in. We had a massive raid. We've got loads more follows and some subs as well. So thank you so much. It always amazes me that people could come in and just enjoy just having a good chat.
Thanks for the raid.
Oh, no way! Rocky, oh, thank you. I just saw that you were live as well. I saw you were just painting Space Marines. Welcome. I was painting my Reanimator. I've done the golf balls. Moustache prawn, love it. Pointless alibi. Welcome in. Hello. I was just wrapping up as well, unfortunately. But thank you. I literally just saw you painting Space Marines. I was just on the Twitch bit. Oh no way. You were doing Space Marines. Were you not? Were you not? Oh, thank you so much for the follow. Hang on, let me think because my chat OBS is not working. So I have to do it actually on the channel that I was on. Is that gonna work? Yes, I keep. Oh, my music just keeps stopping as well. There you go. Well, I need to bring that over here so I can actually read chat. There we go. Yeah, welcome in everyone. Thank you so much for coming in. You have that to build and paint. I love it. I just love the green. It does separate like that though. Wait. There we go. So I just painted that. This is all we've done. In 2 hours, I think it's like, we'll say 2.5 hours because you know me, I chat. On the Reanimator, that's all we've done. But it's nice, right? It's nice to sit and chat. But thank you everyone, welcome in. So my name is Crazy MCR Angel. Bear with me, I have a little bit of allergies right now as well. Get that out of the way first. Right, I am Crazy MCR Angel. I have had these glasses on. But there's one way if I could, okay, they're not my most maxed out lenses that I have that magnify my eyes. I am Crazy MCR Angel. You can call me Crazy, you can call me MCR, you can call me Angel, you can call me whatever you like. So I am generally a Fallout content creator, cosplayer. That is what I am known for on my online, is Fallout cosplayer. I have recently just branched out into doing Tabletop Tuesdays. If I light down you can actually see it. Tabletop Tuesdays where I'm painting and I'm trying to get on with my Necrons. I've got some other nice builded ones I keep showing off. I call it my spider. I even call my scarabs spiders. I know they're not spiders. I didn't paint this. This was second hand. He comes off. And they've left it so you can up the arms, like things like that. It's quite nice. And I have got my I have got 3 Scorpec destroyers. Thought it was gonna land on the water then. I didn't paint these. I bought these second hand, and I've got a few others as well. So I'm kind of like bringing in Tabletop Tuesdays where I can actually sit and paint, or maybe play, or maybe do. I was going to play Dawn of War tonight, but I decided to do some painting. I do Fallout Fridays, Fallout, Fun Day Sundays, which could be anything goes. So it depends on what I kind of feel like doing. So I am known for Fallout, and I have got the Fallout factions, which is basically Fallout Warhammer. So I need to set that up and try and do. I also need to paint them. Yeah, and it comes with all the scenery as well, which is really quite nice. But I hope you had a good stream. Thank you, and I'll put this in my links that get. That's not going to work, isn't it? Come on. Oh, it does work in there. So links to like all my like socials. I'm literally on like everything, and you can see sort of if you've like following sort of like Fallout content or cosplays. I would love to do a Necron cosplay. I have made myself a Power Armor cosplay, which is kind of like a Space Marine, right? Like it's like a Fallout Space Marine, right? And you are all welcome to then join my Discord as well. So I will be back on Friday. Obviously, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you so much for the raid. Right. I'll let it reload again. I have to look around my ring light. But thank you. I'll be back doing more tabletop stuff next Tuesday, so at 8 UK time. Or I might do it on Sunday, you never know. I tend to update my socials. Where are we? Should we keep the love going for like miniatures? I saw you were on. You're the only one who was like painting miniatures. Who I know. Let's stick to where is he? Random Arizona dude. Not quite Warhammer painting, but I really appreciate the love. Thank you. He's doing a zombie game. We're gonna have a completely different kind of view part. But thank you. I hope you had a good stream anyway. And thank you so much. We had 2 big raids. So much appreciated. Honestly, keeps me going. It's so fascinating. I love talking to you all. We've literally talked about like everything. This is what I like to do. I like to create a really like nice sort of like safe space. Everyone kind of feels really comfortable and welcome. Yeah, so that'll be really, really good fun. Why is this not working properly? Let me just redo this again. Obviously we have a slight issue tonight, I think. What is... It's just having a little moment. It was... I don't know what the hell it was doing. It's not really, is it? It's not really doing much tonight. If I like cancel my restream, right, leave there. Right, let's start again. I'm just gonna let it do its thing because I don't really understand what it's doing. It looks fine on Twitch, but on the chat, but yeah. Okay. We'll leave it there. We'll leave it there. I don't know what is happening. So bizarre. That's so strange. Anyway, thank you so much for coming. It seems to be okay now. Reset it, but thank you so much for coming in. Again, the raids and the new follows. I really do appreciate it so much. And we're gonna, before this does anything else, we're gonna raid over to Mr. Random Arizona dude. That music stopped. That's still scrolling in my corner of my eye. be fun. But I will be back. I don't understand. Anyway, I will be back on Friday. It's doing its own little thing. I will be back on Friday for some Fallout. I'll be back on Sunday, and I'll be back on Tuesday